So anyone who loves walking absolutely has to visit the Lake District. It's really a once in a lifetime experience, and it offers just a magical landscape. I can't recommend it enough. One of my absolute favourite places to visit in England. Immortalised of course by Alfred Wainwright, who wrote the pictorial guide to the Lakeland Fells. Recommended reading for sure if you're going to book a trip there. And yeah, I mean, it's just extraordinary, really breathtaking scenery. You've got super high peaks, wonderful fells, grassy, you know, lush valleys, rushing rivers, and these sort of beautifully still, serene lakes. So it's just completely gorgeous. What a lot of people don't realise about the lakes is that you can actually visit and barely climb a peak. In fact, you know, there's a huge number of low-level walks, so great for families, people that maybe want to take it a little bit easier. But then of course you've also got the peaks of, you know, Scafell Pike, Helvellyn, Old Coniston Man, I mean, the list goes on. So huge variety of walking actually to be had. The other thing to mention is that you can escape the crowds in the lakes, contrary to popular opinion. So a lot of people tend to cluster around the Windermere area, but you can head north to Ullswater, or you can go over to Keswick on the western side, and south of there as well. There's kind of, you can really get away from the madding crowd. I've spent a week walking in the lakes in the middle of the summer holidays and barely bumped into a soul. So it can be done if you know where to go. So my top tips for the lakes, well, my favourite walk has to be Castle Crag. I think that's just really unique and offers some fabulous views from the top. I also think the Borrowdale area is gorgeous, and if you're brave enough, a little swim in the Derwent River is wonderful. There's a couple of spots where you can kind of jump onto a rope swing and plunge into a fairly refreshing pool, but great fun. And of course the literary connections, so there's the Wordsworth houses, you've got Dove Cottage, you've got Rydal Mount, which if you're interested in that is really fascinating, and of course Beatrix Potter's cottage, Hilltop, which is completely idyllic, and we've got a wonderful walk over there where you kind of hop on a ferry over Windermere and then climb up these lovely wooded slopes up to the house. So yeah, and of course there's food. The food in the Lake District is amazing. There's a huge number of brilliant restaurants. Wendy's favourite, L'Enclume, which is, yeah, Simon Rogan, which is a Michelin-starred restaurant. There's also the Samling, which is brilliant. I've eaten there myself. And a huge myriad of other restaurants that cater for kind of every taste. So lots of reason to, you know, work off those calories the next day on a brisk walk. So yeah, the lakes. I mean, absolute must-see for anyone coming to England. I would recommend. It's up there with London as a must-see destination.